You think people dislike you because you are not confident enough. You believe that if you just worked harder on yourself, became more positive, smiled more, everyone would finally accept you. But that is not the whole truth. There is a darker piece you have missed. Many people do not hate your weakness. They hate your strength. They hate your confidence. They hate the part of you that is finally waking up and refusing to bow. Look at your life for a second. A coworker makes a small, sarcastic joke about you in front of others. The older you get, the more you laugh along, make yourself the clown, and try to show you can take it. That threatens nobody. But the day you stop laughing, the day you look them straight in the eye and say calmly, "That's not funny. Don't do that again," their whole mood changes. They act offended. They call you sensitive. They talk behind your back. Why? Because your confidence disrupted the game where you were the toy. Think about relationships. Someone cancels on you again at the last minute. The old you says, "No worries, all good, we can reschedule." You pretend it doesn't matter. You reward disrespect. But the day you say, "No, I don't rearrange my plans for people who don't respect my time," they get angry. They accuse you of being cold, dramatic, and selfish. Your calm confidence suddenly becomes a problem. Not when you were needy, only when you stopped being needy. Look at friends or family. They call you only when they need something. A ride, a favor, a loan, and emotional support every time they have drama. You keep saying yes, because saying no makes you feel guilty. You think that is kindness. But the day you say, "I can't today, I have my own things to handle," their tone changes. They get distant. They start comments like, "You've changed." They are right. You did change. You stopped acting like a tool. You were not raised to be powerful. You were raised to be useful. School, culture, sometimes even your parents, trained you to be polite, soft, and obedient. You were told not to make people uncomfortable, not to be too much, not to think too highly of yourself. Be humble, be nice, stay in line, smile. 500 years ago, Niccolo Machiavelli looked at this same softness in people and called it what it is: weakness in a world that only respects strength. He wrote about princes and rulers, but the rules did not stay in the palace. They live in your office, in your group chat, in your home. Machiavelli's world is your world. The faces changed. Human nature did not. He said that men judge more by what they see than by what they feel. In simple words, people don't look into your heart. They look at your posture, your tone, your choices. Confidence is not a feeling inside you. It is a signal others read. And here is the dark part. Your signal threatens people who build their power on your insecurity. That is why, when you start moving differently, they get nervous. Your silence feels dangerous to them. Your boundaries feel disrespectful to them. Your self-belief feels like arrogance to them. They would rather you stay small, apologetic, and explain yourself. That version of you is easier to control. In this video, you'll see the psychology of people who hate your confidence through Machiavelli's eyes. You will see why your rising strength makes certain people uncomfortable. Why envy wakes up when you walk into a room with self-respect, and how you can respond without losing your soul. We are going to break down a few core truths about confidence and envy. These truths will make you harder to manipulate. They will change how you react, how you speak, how you decide. They will move you from being prey to becoming a strategist in your own life. Most people will not watch this till the end. It is easier to keep pretending that the world is kind, that everyone wants the best for you, that confidence is always celebrated. If you stay, you are choosing a different path. You are choosing to see how power actually works. So put your phone face down for a moment and just listen. If this hit you, write, "I am the strategist," once in the comments, just to mark the day your mindset changed. Now let's break down the truths you were never taught. First, you need to understand this. Your confidence acts like a mirror. It shows people who they are not. This is why some of the most substantial resistance you will feel comes not from enemies, but from people around you who live in quiet insecurity. Imagine you start improving yourself. You work out, dress better, and speak more clearly. You hold eye contact. You say what you actually think instead of what sounds safe. You are not attacking anyone. You are just upgrading yourself. Yet, out of nowhere, you start hearing comments. "Oh, so you think you're better than us now?" Relax, it's not that deep. You're obsessed with yourself. Where does this come from? Psychologically, your confidence is not just about you. When you walk into a room with self-respect, you create a standard. Without saying a word, you expose the gap between how others live and how they could live. That gap hurts their ego. It reminds them of every promise they broke to themselves. The diet they did not start, the project they abandoned, the boundaries they never set. Your presence becomes a silent accusation. Machiavelli understood this pain. He knew that people rarely admit, "You make me feel small because you are doing what I am afraid to do." Instead, they attack the source of their discomfort. He wrote that in every rising power, some benefit and those who lose an advantage. Your personal growth is a power shift, even if it is just in a small circle. Some people feel like they are losing the comfort of having you beneath them. So they react. They tease you, call you cringy, and accuse you of acting differently. They want to pull you back to the version of you that did not threaten their self-image. This is why their tone gets sharper when you are quiet and firm, and relaxed when you go back to self-deprecating jokes and apologizing for everything. The power shift comes when you stop taking their discomfort personally. You must see their reaction as proof of your growth, not a sign that you should shrink. When someone mocks your self-improvement, do not defend yourself with long speeches. Just look at them, give a small half smile and say, "I like my direction." Then change the subject or walk away. In that moment, you refuse to accept their frame. You are not asking for their approval. You are stating a fact. You like where you are going. This calm, unapologetic confidence is precisely what they fear. Because now their only options are to adapt or to distance themselves. Both options tell you who they really are. Second, your confidence exposes hidden hierarchies. Every group has an invisible ranking system. At work, in your friend group, and even in your family. Some people are used to being the loudest, the funniest, the strongest, the one everyone listens to. They are the unofficial rulers of that small kingdom. Your lack of confidence used to keep you below them. That served their ego. You were the listener, the one who always agreed, the one who never challenged. Then something shifts. You start saying no more often. You speak your opinion, even when it is not popular. You do not laugh at their jokes if they are disrespectful. You stop chasing their attention. Now watch what happens. The leader of the group suddenly feels something he rarely felt around you before: competition. Machiavelli wrote that a prince must always watch for those who might rise and threaten his position. This is true even in a small social circle. When your confidence increases, the old leader senses that his influence over you is weakening. You are no longer easy to sway. You no longer need his approval like you did before. That is dangerous to him, because his status is built not just on his own qualities, but on the submission of others. Some people react with subtle sabotage. They cut you off when you speak. They downplay your achievements in front of others. They give backhanded compliments like, "It's cute that you're trying that," or "Let's see how long this phase lasts." They are not just joking. They are testing if they can push you back down. Your job is not to fight for the throne in their little kingdom. Your job is to stop behaving like a subject anywhere. That means you no longer need their recognition before you act. You stop explaining every decision like a child asking for permission. You move based on your own evaluation of what is right for you. Practically, when someone who is used to dominating the room interrupts you, do not immediately shut up. Finish your sentence. Say, "Hold on, I'm not finished," in a calm tone. Not aggressive, not emotional, just firm. Or, when they minimize your achievement with a joke, you do not laugh along. You say, "It was a lot of work. I'm proud of it." Then you let the silence sit. You are showing that you respect yourself, with or without their crown. Third, your confidence makes you expensive to manipulators. Manipulation feeds on neediness. If you are desperate for approval, attention, love, or validation, you are easy to control. All someone has to do is give and remove what you crave. They praise you, you obey. They withdraw, you chase. You are on a leash. When you build absolute confidence, you still value connection, but you do not panic when you don't have it. Your sense of worth does not collapse when someone pulls away. That is a problem for people who use emotional games to control you. Machiavelli talked about the power of fear and reward. A ruler uses both. A manipulator in your life does the same on a small scale. They give affection, then coldness. They give attention, then distance. They want you guessing, worried, always working to get back in their good graces. The less confidence you have, the more you interpret their behavior as proof that you are not enough. So you try harder. You become more useful, more available, more pleasing. But when you grow into a steady inner frame, their tactics start to fail. They cancel on you. You do not chase. They ignore you. You do not double text. They throw a tantrum. You do not beg. You hold your line. You give what you think is fair. You don't overpay with your time, energy, or self-respect. This is when manipulators start to say things like, "You've changed. You don't care about me anymore." Or, "You've become cold, distant, selfish." Understand this clearly. When someone can no longer control you, they will try to shame you. They will call your boundaries cruel. They will call your calmness arrogance. They will say you think you are better than them. The power move here is straightforward. You do not get pulled into long explanations. You respond with something like, "I care, but I also care about myself." Or, "I am not cold. I'm just done ignoring my limits." And then you keep living according to that truth. No debate, no essays, no emotional speeches. Manipulators hate this because their favorite weapon, your guilt, stops working. Fourth, your confidence threatens people who built their identity on your lower version. This is especially true with old friends and even family. They met you when you were shy, unsure, maybe broken. They got used to a particular story about who you are. The one who never speaks up, the one who always needs help, the one who stays in the background. When you start upgrading, they feel like they are losing that story. In Machiavelli's language, they are losing a particular kind of power, the power of always being above you. They might not be conscious of this, but you will hear it in their words. You're not the same. You've become too serious. You think you're some big shot now. There is a quiet cruelty in this. They liked you more when you liked yourself less. Your self-doubt made them feel necessary. Your chaos made them think organized. Your dependence made them feel strong. Now that you are becoming stable, disciplined, and self-respecting, they do not know what role to play. And instead of rising with you, they try to drag you back down to the version of you that made them feel comfortable. Psychologically, this is envy mixed with fear. Envy because they see you becoming who they once dreamed of being. Fear because if you truly change, you might outgrow them. You might move to a different city, a different circle, a different level. Deep down, they know that if you keep rising, the distance between you will grow. The robust response is not to sit them down and convince them to support you. You cannot negotiate someone out of their insecurity. You simply keep going. You let your actions speak over time. Some will adjust and respect the new you. Others will fall away. That is fine. Every new level of your life will cost you some old relationships. When they say, "You've changed," you can simply answer, "I hope so." When they say, "You're different," say, "I'm not supposed to stay the same forever." No defense, no apology, just truth. A man who follows his path cannot always carry everyone with him. That is not cruelty. That is reality. Fifth, your confidence removes the illusion of equality that many people rely on. We live in a time when people like to say, "We are all equal." Equal in value, yes, but not equal in discipline, in courage, in awareness. Many people say they love confidence, strength, and success, as long as it stays safely on a screen, in a movie, or on a stage. When it appears next to them, in the form of you, it becomes a problem. Machiavelli observed that people hate those who make them feel inferior, even if the other person did nothing wrong. You might have done nothing, but walk with a straight posture and speak with clarity. Yet someone nearby feels smaller. Instead of working on themselves, they look for a way to cut you down, to pull you back into the same level of confusion they live in. This is why in some circles, when you start taking your life seriously, they accuse you of being too intense. When you refuse to waste whole weekends on nonsense, they say you are boring. When you don't share every detail of your life online, they call you mysterious in a negative way. What they really mean is, stop reminding me that I am wasting my time. The power move here is to accept that equality of outcome is an illusion. You will not achieve the same results as people who do not share your discipline, and they will not like that. Your job is not to dim yourself so they feel better. Your job is to live at your full capacity and let those who are serious rise with you. Practically, this means you no longer explain or justify your priorities. If you say no to a night out because you have training, study, or work, you do not add apologies and long stories. You just say, "I'm focused right now." If they call that ego, you let them. Serious people will understand. People who are not were never really on your path. Sixth, your confidence shapes how you use silence, which deeply unnerves insecure people. Weak confidence fills every space with words. You over-explain, overshare, and talk fast because you are afraid of being misunderstood or disliked. Manipulators love this. The more you talk, the more information they have. The more you explain, the more they know where to press. As you grow into a calmer frame of mind, you learn to use silence as a tool. You answer in short, clear sentences. You don't rush to fill awkward pauses. You listen more than you speak. You do not feel the need to defend every choice to everyone. This triggers the anxious part of people who want to control the narrative. Machiavelli knew that uncertainty is a form of power. If people cannot thoroughly read your mind, they must respect your potential. When you speak less and observe more, you become unpredictable, not in a chaotic way, but in a composed way. Nobody is entirely sure how far you will go or how much you know. That uncertainty makes testing riskier for you. In real life, this looks like answering invasive questions with soft but firm limits. When someone asks, "How much do you make?" you can say, "Enough for my plans." When they push for details about your relationships, you can say, "I keep that part of my life private." No anger, no offense, just a closed door. People who are used to feeding on gossip and oversharing will feel blocked. Some will respect it. Others will call you secretive or arrogant. You must be okay with that. The goal is not to be liked by everyone. The goal is to be respected by yourself. Silence protects your plans. It also filters your circle. The ones who can handle a confident, quiet presence are the ones you can build with. Seventh, your confidence threatens the emotional economy of attention. Today, attention is currency. People post, speak, and act mainly to be seen. In this world, the one who is least desperate for attention has an unfair advantage. When you no longer beg to be noticed, when you are okay being low-key, when you do not need to broadcast every move, you break the usual pattern. Machiavelli wrote that a wise ruler does not show his whole mind. He reveals only what serves his purpose. Apply this to your life. You become selective about what you share online, who you answer immediately, and where you show up. You are not playing hard to get as a game. You just stop selling yourself for cheap. Those who live for attention will feel exposed next to you. They post every hour. You post rarely and with intention. They talk loudly to impress. You speak calmly and only when necessary. They need a crowd to feel alive. You are fine being alone. Your quiet confidence makes their hunger for validation look naked, even childish. This is why some people will try to provoke you into overreacting. They will poke at you in public, make jokes at your expense, and try to drag you into long arguments in group chats or comments. They want to pull you into the same noisy arena where they feel strong. The power move is to refuse the invitation. You do not argue for the show. You either respond calmly in a few words or ignore and keep moving. You know that your attention is not free. You give it where there is respect and purpose. This level of control over your own focus is one of the highest forms of confidence. It makes it almost impossible to play. If you put all of this together, you start to see the bigger picture. Your confidence is not just about how you feel in your own skin. It is about how your presence rearranges the power lines in every room you enter. For people who benefit from your insecurity, your growth feels like a threat. For people who live in denial about their own wasted potential, your discipline feels like an insult. For people who rely on manipulation, your boundaries feel like betrayal. If you do not apply these truths, nothing really changes. You stay readable, predictable, and controllable. You will keep meeting the same types of people, having the same arguments, and feeling the same confusion. You will wonder why people lose interest when you start respecting yourself, and you will be tempted to go back to your old, softer self just to keep them around. You will keep trading your self-respect for crumbs of approval. But if you do apply these truths, your world shifts. Slowly at first, then faster. People become more careful with how they speak to you. They test your limits less because they know your no is real. They talk about you differently when you are not in the room because they know you will not laugh, along with disrespect. Some people will leave. New people will appear. Your circle might get smaller, but the quality increases. Most importantly, you feel different inside. You are calmer. You no longer obsess over what everyone thinks. You still care, but not to the point of self-betrayal. You stop replaying every conversation in your head, wondering if you sounded stupid. You trust your own judgment more. You move more slowly, but with more weight. This is not about becoming cruel. It is about becoming hard to manipulate. It is not about playing mind games. It is about understanding that a game was always being played around you, whether you saw it or not. Your confidence is the armor that lets you walk through that game without bleeding out from every little cut. Machiavelli was not trying to teach you how to be evil. He was describing how people already behave when power is on the table. In your life, power shows up as attention, respect, time, energy, love, and resources. When you understand human nature at this level, you stop being surprised by envy. You stop being shocked when your growth triggers people. You see it as a predictable response from a world that prefers you weak. You might remember a line from another thinker, Nietzsche, who said that many people disguise their resentment as morality. They call your strength selfishness so they can feel righteous, staying weak. That is the same pattern you are seeing now. Your confidence does not create envy, it only uncovers it. So where does this leave you now? You have seen how your confidence acts like a mirror, exposing others' insecurity. You have seen how it disrupts hidden hierarchies and makes you expensive to manipulators. You have seen how it scares people who built their identity on your old self, breaks the illusion of equality, weaponizes silence, and rewrites the economy of attention around you. Your job after this video is not to go out and attack people with this knowledge. Your job is to upgrade your presentation. Pick one truth that hit you the hardest and test it today. If it were the mirror effect, then next time someone mocks your growth, stay calm and say, "I like my direction." If it was manipulation, then the next time someone withdraws to make you chase, don't chase. Let them sit in their own game. You will feel discomfort at first. Your body is used to bending, apologizing, and shrinking. Confidence is a new posture. It will feel strange. People around you will respond. Some will test harder when they feel their control slipping. Expect that. Do not panic. Hold your line. Let time show them that this is not a phase. This is who you are now. As you keep practicing, you will notice that your environment changes. People who respect strength will be drawn to you. You will start having conversations that are not based on gossip and complaints, but on ideas and plans. You will sleep better at night because you are not living a double life between what you want and what you tolerate. Confidence in the Machiavellian sense is not loud. It is not about shouting, flexing, or dominating. It is a quiet, strategic self-trust. You know what you value. You know what you will and will not accept. You are willing to walk away from people, places, and habits that pull you back into weakness. That kind of confidence does not need applause. It creates respect by its very existence. Every morning, you will face hundreds of small choices that either build or break this kind of confidence. Do you grab your phone and drown in other people's lives? Or do you sit for 5 minutes with your own thoughts? Do you automatically say yes to every request? Or do you pause to ask yourself whether it serves your path? Do you speak with your full voice? Or do you swallow the truth just to stay liked? These moments look small, but they are the battlefield Machiavelli was really talking about. The war for control over yourself. There will also be nights when doubt comes back, when you wonder if you are being too hard, too distant, or too strict with your standards. In those moments, remember who benefits when you lower your guard. It is rarely the people who genuinely love you. It is usually the ones who loved the version of you that never said no. Ask yourself a simple question. If I go back to how I was, who wins and who loses? The answer will tell you everything. If this opened your eyes, you already know what to do. Protect your focus, guard your standards, move differently, and when people hate your confidence, recognize what is truly happening. Their reaction says more about their prison than about your freedom. If this hit you, write, "I am the strategist," once in the comments, just to mark the day your mindset changed.